All right. So before you can answer a question like 1, we have to figure out what the scale factor is. And to do that, there are only 2 sides that are corresponding with each other that you know. I guess you could go from 10 to 15, but I think it's easier if you look at 4 times what is 10. 4 times what is 10? Yeah, if you can't see that, you gotta take 10 divided by 4, but you should get 2.5. That means the big one is 2.5 times bigger than the small one. So to figure out what b is, I have to take 9, that's a corresponding side, times 2.5 to get b. Anybody think they have that? 9 times 2.5? Go ahead, Gabby. 22.5, yep. And now to go the other way, instead of multiply by 2 and 2.5, we should divide by 2.5. Go ahead and give me that one too. 6. Okay, you have to have the scale factor in order to get that. It says here's a triangle ABC. Triangle XYZ is similar to ABC with a scale factor of 1/4. And it says draw what it might look like. So 1/4 of the size, I guess I can kind of guesstimate about 1/4 of the way there without measuring, just kind of eyeballing. So there's my triangle XYZ. Whoops, not even showing you. 1/4 of the way, 1/4 of the way. Again, rough estimate, but that's XYZ. All right, to answer the questions. How do the measures compare to each other? Angles should be same. Angles better not change at all. Side lengths. How are the side lengths going to be on a shape that's 1/4 the size? Yeah, it should be a scale factor, so 1/4 as small. 1/4 the size. We'll take the original times 1/4, divide by 4, however you'd like to say that. All right, calculate long side divided by medium side and compare them. So let's go back to this one. So if I'm doing 1/4 of 4, 4 divided by 4 is 1. 5 divided by 4, you can write it as a fraction or decimal. And 7 divided by 4, so those would be the side lengths of the small triangle. It does say calculate long side divided by the medium side. So on the big triangle, long side divided by the medium side would be 7/5. On our small triangle, long side divided by medium side will give us this expression. Remember, dividing by a fraction is the same as multiplying by its reciprocal. If I cross cancel the 4s, I get the same exact ratio, which is the whole point. Both of those answers should be 7/5. Question number 3. A little tougher on this one. How can we get the scale factor here? Well, if we just want d divided by c, we actually don't need the scale factor. Side lengths are proportional, right? So d divided by c better be the same as 7.5 divided by 9, just going in the same order. So if you got your calculator handy, what is 7.5 divided by 9? Everybody has a calculator handy. Unless you want to do it by hand. 0. Point what? 0.83, perfect. 0.83 makes sense. This one's just a tad smaller. But we're just comparing the sides there. That's all we're worried about on that one. Question number 4. Diagram shows two different triangles. They share a vertex. Find a center and a scale factor for a dilation that would move the larger to the smaller. So the scale factor will be less than 1. And where's my center of dilation there? Center should be easy to see because you have one point of both triangles that didn't move. Which point didn't move? It's the same for both triangles. Negative 1, 1, this one right here. That is my center of dilation. Now, what's the scale factor? Well, on the big triangle, it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On the little triangle, it's 1. So scale factor is 1/5. Small to big would be 5. Big to small would be 1/5. That is correct.